guys, Gracious is currently in her crate with the door open, and I'm going to be doing some drills with her. So, I thought I would start by showing you the silent tone recall. So how can we get her from one room to me without saying a single word? I'm going to tap and hold the tone button on the collar until I hear her coming, and then I'm going to release it and praise her, and she should come and she should sit right here. Good girl. Hi. What a good girl. Sit. Good. Stay, and we'll go right into our drills. That's her coping skill because stay was so difficult for her. She chooses to lay down, and that is totally fine with me. If she were to break her her stay command, we would just say N-O and tap the remote. So she should be able to stay no matter what is going on around her. And we've proved this with all different kinds of things. Who is it? Hi, Sparky. Sparky. Good. Gracious. Place. Goes to place when I tell her to. Very good girl. No. Pressure on, pressure off. Good. Down. Very good girl. See how clear that is? It doesn't get any clearer than that. We're going to try some basic recall replace drills. Gracious. That means look at me. Good. Come. Good girl. Place. Very nice. Good girl. Down. Good. You guys can see how these drills help not only our dogs to learn the commands even further, but also give them repetition of listening to humans, because they all come here just doing the opposite of what we try to ask them to do. See this panting? For Gracious's owners, you never want to let her be on place or in a downstay while she's panting, and even in her crate, because it's stress. It's options running through her mind. It's I'm here, but I don't want to be. Okay? So all we need to do, good. I like to add the noise paired with a click on the collar. This is a 7 that I'm using, and it stops the panting and puts her in a double down. Stay consistent with that, and she will self-regulate. She won't let herself start panting. Now, if it's hot out, obviously that's one thing, but it is not hot in here. That is stress panting. Very good girl. Gracious. Come. Good girl. Place. Very good girl. Notice I'm backing away. That's a test because I want to see if she's going to follow me or if she's going to lay down. Good. Let her know she's doing good girl. Stop the panting. Good girl. Let's throw it off a little bit. Gracious came here unable to be in a kennel. She would break her teeth, chew on the bars, and break out. And then if she was shut in a room, she would claw through the drywall. The crate's going to be a really important management tool at home. We have to keep her calm and relaxed in her crate. So step 1 is getting her to go in without any argument, any fuss, and have her relax in there. So we're going to use our recall, our place command, and then our down command. Gracious. Come. Good girl. Come. Good. Place. Goes right in. Good girl. If she was going to step out again, it was just going to be pressure on, guide her back in, pressure off. Down. Good girl. Very good girl. Now notice she can be in there even with the door open. I'll have her back up a little bit so I can close the door. Down. Good. Best thing to do at home is leave her in there, obviously when you are home for a little while. Leave her in there when you are not home, and leave her in there overnight. Put a little camera, a Nest cam, a baby cam, a monitor right there. Leave her ecollar on for the first few times that you're doing this so you can correct any panting, pawing at the bars, digging at the bars, biting at the bars, barking, or whining. And that will go away. Good. Now notice when I approach the crate and I open it, she's not going to come out. It's because she knows she's only allowed out if she's released or recalled. Good. Good girl, Grace. Now let's get her from the crate to place. Come. Good girl. Place. Nice work, Gracie. Down. Good girl. I'm gonna give her a little potty break. Gracie, break. Break. Good girl. Go ahead. So I'm gonna start tapping my tone. She hears me. Good girl, gracious. Place, and I'm able to bring her in and direct her right on place. Now, another complaint that they had with Gracious was that she was peeing indoors. So one thing we're going to recommend is after her morning potty break, she goes back to her crate where she stays and eats her breakfast, and for a minimum of an hour. And then when she comes back out of the crate, it's either you move to your walk or you put her on place. So it's always going to be really structured for a little while until she's making good choices on her own. Gracious, come, place, good girl. Very good girl. And she lays down on her own that time. Very nice. I'm so happy with her progress. She's doing amazing.